Good morning, Kanto.
Oh.
No. Good morning, Kalos.
No. Good morning, Lumiose City.
It's in Kalos.
No, but the whole game takes place in Lumiose City.
Which is in Kalos.
But we're not in Kalos, we're in Lumiose City.
But the region could be called Kalos still.
Yes, but we're in Lumiose City. Welcome back, everyone.
Whole podcast.
That's the whole 40 minutes. Is us just being like, no.
The region still exists.
No, I get that it's in Kalos, but you're in Lumiose City.
The phrase is referring to a country.
No, I know, but it's not that. It's just that for the whole episode. We should have done that for like April Fools or something.
I'm surprised we didn't do anything for April Fools.
Do like a video where we're like, what's that fucking Jerry Seinfeld movie that's coming out? Sugar Coated or whatever.
Pop-Tart.
Yeah, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
Whatever. And we like trailer reaction, but then right at the start, we just start like get into an argument about one thing, and that's the whole 40 minutes, and we never talk about the trailer.
The trailer's just like going the entire time, and we're just arguing for the whole time.
Fuck off, Jerry, not now.
I thought you liked Jerry Seinfeld.
Like her? Hardly know. Anyway, welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. It's every time, like, it's been a hot minute since we recorded last, but it really has.
And every time I go, man, yeah, a hot minute indeed. It's actually, real sweaty in here.
It's currently autumn in Australia, but it doesn't.
Yeah, we're in April, but it feels like the middle of summer today.
The second month of autumn. I don't know. Go figure. Anyway, we're doing a kind of a different kind of podcast we haven't really done before. So when was it? I think it was on Pokemon Day. They announced that Legends
February
26th.
8th? One of those days.
Anyway. Legends ZA Pokemon was announced.
Yes.
They didn't reveal much. They did like a whole futuristic thing of like plans to build Lumiose City, but it's probably still set in the past. So they didn't announce much, but we're going to kind of predict what they're going to have. Like what the start is going to be. Mega Evolution is going to be back. They teased that in the video. They've also teased it recently. So there's a chance that something's going to come out soon. Yeah,
so we thought that we'd sit down and talk about, starter predictions, mega predictions, just so that we're ahead of the curve, so that we're streets ahead, as Pierce would say in Community, which we were just discussing, you've never seen.
What's a street in Lumiose City?
I don't know. Does it have street names?
Yeah, it's got like streets got like with French colors or something.
Fucking Blue Street?
Blue. Yeah, I think so.
Great. And then I think generally as well, something you just said was really interesting about you think it's going to be set in the past. I think it's not going to be set in the past.
Do you think it's going to be in the future?
I have thoughts about that. So maybe we'll tack on a little bit of that as well.
We'll put that at the end.
But yeah, I mean, if you haven't watched the little gameplay reveal, go and watch it. If you're watching this and there's already information out, we are recording this on April the 3rd at 1:08 p.m.
Yeah, but you should be able to see the date on that.
Yeah, I'll just edit it and post if we want it to be earlier or something. But yeah, we're recording this in early April, so if something comes out, and we're going to post this in a couple weeks, so
it should be
if something comes out between now and then, first of all, I'll be pissed, and second of all, I want to know if I'm right.
So I'm pretty sure when they do announcements, it surrounds when the podcast comes out.
That's true. Yes. I have heard, actually, no, Masuda got in touch with me recently. He was like, hey, just double checking. When can we start dropping this info? I was like, hold up, Junichi. we are doing a podcast. Whoa, J-Dog.
J-Train, let's calm down a bit.
Mr. Masada, like, come on. But yeah, so let's jump in. Who do you think the starters are going to be?
All right, so we both wrote down a couple of sets of starters.
Yes.
This is what I think will be. I've got some other sets of starters, but this is like my main guess.
Okay.
All right, grass starter is Chikorita.
Oh, I hope so.
I hope so. I think it will be.
A Mega Meganium.
Funny stuff.
Megaganium. Like, that's what it'll be.
I mean, it should be. And that was a missed opportunity.
Meganium.
Meganium.
Yeah. Grass starter.
So grass starter is Chikorita. Chikorita has not had a lot of love in ever. Never gets any love.
As I discovered editing together our Temporal Forces box opening video, the last Chikorita line and Meganium card in the Pokemon TCG was in 2018's Sun and Moon Lost Thunder, and it was just a holo rare.
It was just a usual holo.
Yep. Before that, there was a GX, I believe.
Yes.
But whatever it was in the Heart Gold Cell Silver set.
That was the It wasn't a level V card. It was one of those where all the card, like, they have big heads. And
either way, but it's been a fucking hot minute. So Chikorita, I would not be mad about. Who's your water starter?
Sobble.
Sobble, sure.
I think... do we want to explain why we chose it? I kind of want to.
Yeah.
All right. So I think they will have a Galar starter. It seems like it makes the most sense to have another country in... it's based on England. So, like, have another European-type country starter be in the France game.
Makes sense.
I think so. I don't think they'll do any Gen 4 starters because I know you got something to say about that.
I do have something to say about that.
I might hold off on that argument.
Yeah. And who's your fire?
Tepig.
Wow. I didn't write down any of those three on any of my 3 lists.
I love that. I don't think they'll do Torchic.
Yeah, okay. Can I say my first list
You
then?
say your list, yeah.
So originally... and this is not something I came up with solely. This is something I've seen online. The person who I saw wrote it is a Reddit user named somepresence1297. I just wanted to call that out just in case people are like, that was my Reddit post.
Yeah.
But
not your unique guess.
One thing I saw, I agree with it, but one thing I saw is that in the Arceus game, there was a theme amongst all of the starters. They were all all of their final evolutions were to do with like Japanese culture in some way.
Yeah, okay.
So someone put forward, because this is like Paris, like it could be like a royalty theme. And 3 starters that embody that are Piplup, so Empoleon, Snivy, Superior, and Torchic and Blaziken. But I disagree with Torchic because Blaziken already has a Mega.
Yeah.
I think Piplup and Snivy are both very good guesses, though.
Snivy, spoiler alert, is in like my second guess.
See, Snivy actually made it onto my second list as well, because I think Superior would make a good Mega.
Yeah.
Firstly,
I'd be a fantastic Mega.
And also, Superior is the most underrated of that generation of starters, to be fair.
Nah, Emboar is. People love Superior.
Oh, but Emboar stinks, though. So
yeah, that's why.
No. But Emboar sucks.
I love Emboar.
Nah, I used Emboar in the games, and I didn't like him. But I think Superior needs some love, and whichever of us is right, it's me.
I like your prediction.
Superior, no, but as in like about whether I think Superior needs more love or you think it's already very popular. Either way, I think is a good reason for Superior to be involved.
Yeah.
Heading into with that in mind, my second list was Chimchar, Snivy, and Totodile.
That was mine. That's my second guess.
Chimchar, Snivy, Totodile. Yep. Fucking Feraligatr needs more love.
Yeah.
Infernape is incredibly popular.
They'll have a very cool Mega Evolution.
Also, yeah.
I tried to... Because I made a list with Hoenn starters.
See, I don't think we're going to get a Hoenn starter.
I don't think so, because they already have Megas. And I have Squirtle in my third list, but he's got a Mega, so I might even put him out for someone else.
I do not think that we're going to get any Gen 1 starters in the starters.
No.
I think Gen 1 starters are going to be in there because... I actually think if we were to get a Gen 1 starter, it would be Charmander, because they are certainly going to make Mega Charizard Z.
Yeah.
Or
Mega Charizard Z, Mega Charizard A.
And Mega Mewtwo Z, just while we're here as well.
Yeah.
There's no way they don't give those fuckers an extra form.
Yeah.
They are absolutely getting new Megas in this game.
It's interesting, because in Legends Arceus, there weren't a lot of new forms, I guess. You had all the Hisuian forms, but you only got the Hisuian forms for the starters, and then a couple of different forms for legendaries, and then some other random Pokemon.
Yeah.
That was it. So I wonder how many new Megas are we actually going to get, besides obviously Xerneas and Yveltal.
And, that spoilers, we're definitely getting a Xerneas and Yveltal Mega.
Yeah.
Because Dialga and Palkia got new forms.
Yeah.
Definitely getting new ones for them.
But I wonder how that will work, because it seems like Zygarde is more of the focus.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm curious to see how Zygarde is integrated,
because obviously
Zygarde 200% form.
I mean, probably.
I mean, I'm joking, but also
because in Legends Arceus, obviously Dialga and Palkia got their forms because of Arceus.
Yeah, that's true.
So I wonder if Zygarde's going to be linked to Mega Evolution in some way. And then Dialga and... Not Dialga. Fuck, I'm getting names confused. Xerneas and Yveltal will get Megas because of that.
Intriguing.
Not sure.
Okay. Who is your third list?
So I got... And I'm not confident with this. I kind of want to change it now. Squirtle.
Yeah.
Just because I already put other water starters.
Sure.
I'm still thinking that Gen 4 starters won't be in it. Because they've already done a lot with Gen 4 recently. I know it's like in the back of people's minds at the moment, so they could take advantage of it, but I just don't think so.
Whereas I think we're going to get a Gen 4 starter. So on my first list, I have Piplup. My second list has Chimchar.
Yeah.
Spoilers, my third list has Turtwig.
Yeah.
I think no matter what, we're getting a Gen 4 starter. But for that exact reason that you think we're not.
Yeah, okay.
I think because it's the most recent gen that's come out.
Yeah.
Like with the remakes. Well, I mean, no, it came out before Scarlet and Violet.
Like the most recent remake.
But the most recent remake,
yeah.
we're skipping Gen 5. I don't know, I feel like we're guaranteed a Gen 5 starter for that reason.
Yeah, for sure.
Snivy, for example.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I really think we're getting a Gen 4 starter as well.
Okay. I did have Turtwig in the list just purely because I didn't want to have Treecko because of a Mega Evolution. Didn't want Bulbasaur. I don't think Grookey.
No.
Like, I put
Rillaboom Mega?
I mean, it's already got a Gigantamax, so...
See, I don't really... Yeah. I'm not really considering that sort of thing, though.
Yeah.
Like, with, like, Gigantamax or whatever from other generations. Like, I'm not really considering that. If they don't have a Mega, they're on the list. If they do have a Mega, I'm not thinking about them.
It's interesting, because I put Sobble in my main thing, but I just wouldn't put Grookey in.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it. But I could see Sobble.
I could see Sobble,
but
though.
not Grookey. My fire starter would be Score Bunny, though. I definitely can see Score Bunny being in it.
In my third list, Score Bunny was my fire starter, Turtwig was my grass, and Poplio was actually my...
I wanted to put Poplio. I just don't think any Gen 7.
I think the clown aesthetic sort of fits Paris.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because they're all clowns there. No, because of the mime thing.
True, I didn't even think of that.
I think the clown aesthetic fits Paris.
Do you think like Primarina would have like a Paris
absolutely
form? If they didn't do Megas, which they will, but...
Yeah, Primarina fits in my... Poplio and Primarina both fit really well. I can see Cinderace weirdly in that same vein. I don't know why, but I can see it though. And Torterra is just a fucking beast.
He's just a beast.
Yeah.
It's not had a lot of love.
But I don't know, man. I think we're guaranteed a Gen 4 and 5 starter.
I'm Gen 5 for sure.
Gen 5, I'm 100% confident we're getting a Gen 5 starter. Yeah. And I'm 90% confident it's going to be Snivy.
Yeah.
Or, no, it's going to be Snivy.
Okay. I think Tepig or Snivy.
I mean,
either way,
they're the only options. So
true. I mean, yeah, true. Oshawott was in...
Like, we can't have Oshawott, so...
No. I'd be happy with either of them, to be honest.
I'm just putting this out here as well. Imagine everyone goes through all this spec, and then they just give us the 3 X and Y starters.
I could see that happening, but I hope they don't.
Because the entire game takes place in Lumio City, I could see that happening.
But I could also see, like, none of the starters that we get any Mega Evolutions, but the Kalos starters do.
See, I think that another sort of leaning into the Mega prediction a little bit, but it is to do with starters. I think the Gen 2 starters are getting Megas.
Yeah.
I think we're getting Megas for the Gen 2 starters. I would bet money on the fact that we're getting Megas for the Gen 4 starters.
Yeah, because,
how much? Like, all my money. Fuck no.
Like a small bet.
We should do a small bet.
Yeah.
I think the Gen 4 starters are getting Megas.
Yeah.
I think we're definitely getting a Gen 5 starter. Whether or not the other 2 appear in the game and they get Megas as well, it's up to anyone's guess. But because of Oshawott and Hisui, like, I don't think so. But Gen 6 are getting Megas, for sure.
Yeah. My only thinking is just that the Gen 4 starters... that you can find in Legends Arceus. They're not your starters, but you can find them. They get nothing. There's no treatment for them. So that makes me think that maybe the Gen 6 starters, if they appear in the game, that maybe they won't get any kind of treatment.
But again, further to my point, I think because the Gen 4 starters appeared in Arceus and you get nothing for them, and they're the most recent remake, I don't know, I feel like they're going to...
think so,
I can just see a Mega Infernape, and I feel like that's going to print money.
Have you seen the... There was like that remake like idea of Diamond and Pearl, and they give like Megas to Infernape.
No, I haven't.
No, it's not that. It's not remake. It was like a Legend Celebi idea.
Oh,
and
sure.
Infernape had like a Mega Evolution or something like that.
Dude, I like Mega Empoleon makes sense to me. Mega Infernape prints money. Mega Torterra, like I'm thinking about like the Torterra VMAX card in some, you know, or like Snorlax V, you know, like I'm thinking about what that fucking behemoth is going to look like.
I can see that doing really well in TCG.
Oh, big time.
Like the set for whatever that would be sick.
Did they ever do Mega cards?
Yeah.
They did?
They did.
Okay.
I can see that'd be so good if they brought that back. Which they will. They're going
a mega set. Yeah.
Mega set.
Yeah, actually, there are already 18 mega sets planned. They're starting to come out next month.
Yeah, okay, sick. One set every 2 months.
No, 2 sets every 1 month.
Yeah, okay. I'd believe it.
But yeah, the only other thing I think I want to say on the starters, I think even if we don't get a Gen 4 starter as the starter, we're getting megas for the 3 Gen 4 starters no matter what. So
what makes you say that?
Well, I guess in the same way that we got the megas for the Kanto starters in X and Y, like, I feel like they're going to include a line of starters, and it's either going to be 2 or 4.
But do you think because they had the Gen 1 starters and the evolutions in X and Y, they might come back for this one?
No.
And that's how you get them?
Well, I don't think... I mean, I think look, that'd be fucking dumb not to put fucking Charizard in the game, let's be honest. And Charizard's going to be in the game because he's getting Mega Charizard Z.
True.
So he's going to be in the game.
Yeah.
But I think, like... I just think it would be a missed opportunity while Gen 4 is really present in everyone's minds.
Yeah.
Gen 4 being the focus of the first Legends game, the most recent remake was skipping Gen 5.
Yeah.
I think that's the move because Gen 3 already has Megas.
Yeah.
Gen 2, Typhlosion was a focus in the last game.
Yeah.
Gen 1 has Megas. Gen 5, Oshawott was a focus in the last game.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a Gen 5 starter for this game anyway.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
To me, Gen 4 will get the special treatment.
Yeah, Gen 4 will get special treatment. Or maybe do we fucking Gen 8? Who knows?
I just couldn't... I could see it... I could see you getting Gen 8 starters. I can't see them getting Megas. Especially since they did Gigantamax...
That's true.
Kind of recently.
See, but this is also why I think Gen 8 and 9 are out of the running.
Like, completely?
Like, yeah. I think they're out of the running because they're both games on Switch already. Yeah. And so it's... And I know that you can't transfer Pokemon from the Legends games to the mainline games, but...
You can, but...
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't actually
You can
know
now.
that.
It's a more recent thing, but yeah, you can.
Fuck, all right, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to.
Not going to touch Scarlet and Violet.
Fuck no. Okay, well, that sort of changes things, but it sort of doesn't. In that same vein, like, those Pokemon, the starters for 8 and 9, are already available on Switch.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be silly not to, like, to include them as starters here.
Well, I mean, you can get, like, every single starter now in the Scarlet and Violet DLC.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, true.
So I don't know if that changes anything for you, but you do have access to all starters.
Okay, well, maybe that doesn't... I don't know. I still don't think Gen 8 and 9 are getting any love in these games. For
sure, no Gen 9 starters.
Yeah.
That it definitely not.
Yeah, Gen 9 I would like stake like nothing.
Like, I'm 100% certain.
Gen 8 maybe.
I think there's a somewhat of a chance.
Yeah.
I think.
But I think in the game, not as a starter.
Yeah, okay.
Like not as one of your starting Pokemon, but they'll be in the game somewhere.
Okay.
In the same way that the Kantomons were in X and Y.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have anything more to say about starters before we move on to mega predictions?
I was thinking of something, but then I lost it.
Great. I think that's everything I wrote down. I also wouldn't be shocked if Charizard was the only returning Kanto mega. Like,
no, they'll bring them all.
Nah, I don't know.
That's easy, like.
That is easy money.
That's easy money.
But I don't know. I mean, Charizard's going to be in the game because there's going to be a Mega Charizard Z and maybe a Mega Charizard A as well. If Nintendo really wants to like
milk the shit out of it,
milk that Charizard dry.
That Charizard cow. Oh, I do have a thought.
Don't like that saying.
I have a thought.
Did you?
What's on yeah, I know. Surprising, right?
Wow.
The fact that Legend ZA is such a like unexpected game that I didn't think they would do for us makes me think that all of our predictions are kind of gonna be wrong, and they might just do something completely fucking weird.
Imagine if it was like they give you a choice of any starter.
No, they won't do that.
No, but imagine. Like a mystery dungeon type thing.
Oh, true.
Like imagine the game opens like a mystery dungeon game where you just get to pick or you do a quiz or you just get to pick a starter.
Yeah.
Or
that would be cool, but I feel like the fact that if they're bringing back Mega Evolutions, they'll have starters in mind that they want to do that.
They definitely will.
So I think as cool as that would be.
If they gave the Megas, if they gave Gen 2 and 4 Megas, that's, you know, that's it. That's fucking pretty much all the starters taken care of.
Except Gen 5.
Yeah. And they'll be in this game. So
that's true, yeah. Let's move on to Mega Evolutions.
Okay, so obviously we've already established Charizard Z, Mewtwo Z.
Yeah.
I feel very confident in those guesses. Mewtwo less so.
Charizard definitely.
Charizard is definitely getting a third mega.
That's like easy money. Like Charizard, you bring people in to get the game. That's
time.
An easy TCG set.
Oh, there are going to be 4 TCG sets around these megas.
Yeah, on Charizard alone.
Yeah. What? Charizard's not even a focus of Scarlet and Violet, and he was the poster boy for Obsidian Flames.
He's been the poster boy for Terra Raids as well.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. Yeah.
I think he was the first like big Terra Raid you could do.
That's fucking wild,
which is wild stuff. And you know, he was the main Pokemon for Obsidian Flames.
Yeah.
Paldean Fates.
Paldean Fates, like, because they reprinted those Obsidian Flames cards as shinies. They're like,
you're like, dude.
Hell. He just prints money.
And then he was in 151.
Yeah.
And I think he's had art rares for all of them.
Yeah, I think so.
Insanity.
Fucking nuts, man.
He's a cool Pokemon. Charmander is my favorite Pokemon. But come on, guys.
Could we, I want some different Pokemon, please.
I think they need to start
Lucario, for example. Or Pikachu, you know?
Or like Gardevoir or something. Like Vaporeon EX. I don't know.
Imagine a Mega Vaporeon, dude. Do you reckon we'll get any Eevee Megas?
Sylveon Mega?
Sylveon Mega would be cool.
I could see that. I definitely could see. I didn't
imagine
even think
if they did
that.
Megas for the Eevee line.
For every Eevee?
No, not every. If anything, they'd either do them for Sylveon or for the original 3.
Or Sylveon, Espeon, and Umbreon.
Umbreon, yeah, true.
Those 3.
It'll be that trio. Sorry, Leafeon and Glaceon.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the camera like they're watching.
No, they are.
Sorry, Leafeon and Glaceon. It's
just not working out.
I don't know, but then but then at that point, if you're doing, half the evolutions, in for the penny, in for the pound, just fucking do them all.
You might as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how they would look.
Flygon is getting a mega.
100%.
Flygon's getting a mega. Yep. And if he doesn't, I'm not buying the game.
There's a good chance he won't. He should have got it in a Mega Ruby.
Well, but they planned for him to. He was a scrapped mega.
I wonder why they scrapped it.
Because it was too fucking cool.
It was too epic for the game, yeah.
It was too epic, dude. They had to scrap him, otherwise the games would have sold too many copies.
That's almost as sad as not having the Battle Frontier in those games.
Oh, don't start me on fucking Oras, dude.
Oras?
Oras, yeah. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, okay,
that's what the real fans call it, dude. Oras?
I think the real painful thing is the music for Battle Frontiers in it.
Yeah,
but not the Battle Frontier.
Anyway, that's a whole different video.
I'm keen for that video whenever that comes out. Flygon's definitely getting it. I think we both come to the conclusion that Gen 5 will be getting. I
have a couple non-Gen 5s that I want to get through first.
Okay, you knock those out.
The bulk of mine are Gen 5, but I've got a couple. Okay. Dragonite.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about and like I read online before, it's the only pre-Gen 7 pseudo that doesn't have any kind of alternate form. No Mega, no regional variant. Yeah. No, it's the only one that doesn't have anything. And
Gen 6, you had Gudra has a Cecilian.
Yeah.
Well, what about the guys in Gen 7?
Pre-Gen 7.
Oh, you said
pre-Gen 7. Yeah. He's the only Pokemon, he's the only pseudo in the first 6 gens that doesn't have a different form. Okay. And that to me feels like Dragonite needs more love in general. Yeah. First of all.
Yeah.
Dragonite is a fucking sick boy.
It's an awesome Pokemon.
So I want to see that. In terms of Gen 6, I want to see Asia Slash.
Yeah, I got Asia Slash.
I feel like he's definitely going to get one.
Yeah.
Similar vein, I would love to see Talonflame. Fletchinder had a big role in the trailer.
Yeah, but I thought that was just a
opening cutscene to X and Y.
Yeah.
But I don't know, a Talonflame Mega would go pretty fucking hard.
I could see it. I think the only reason they didn't do that the first time because Talonflame was already broken.
And or Talonflame and or Staraptor. If they're going to do a bird Mega, Talonflame or Staraptor. Those are my 2 thoughts there.
I think Talonflame is probably more likely.
Yeah.
How many Megas do you think they'll do? Just 20. In general. You reckon they'll do 20?
I don't know. How many did they... They did a fair bit in X and Y.
It was like 30.
But then you also think, how many of those are returning for this game? And will that impact the total number / the number of new Megas?
Do you think they'll come back?
I think some of them will.
Yeah.
I think the Kanto starters will. I think probably the Hoenn starters will.
Yeah. Mewtwo for sure.
Mewtwo, obviously.
Yeah.
Maybe the pseudos like Tyranitar and Metagross and I could
some of them.
I could see some of them. But otherwise, I'm not sure.
I think they won't bring back too many because of all the new ones they're going to do.
I think they're going to focus on Gen 5.
Yeah.
But
I think Gen 5 is definitely the focus.
I've got a couple more pre-Gen 5, or like not Gen 5 ones. Do you have any non-Gen 5 ones?
I've got a good amount. I'm going to say some Gen 6 ones because I think they'll do some Gen 6 megas. Pyro.
Pyro would be a cool
Pyro will get one.
Yeah.
And that could be a cool thing of they have a male and a female mega.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. The fossil Pokemon, Tyrantrum and Aurorus.
Oh, yeah.
Potentially. I don't know how that would work.
Because we've had Mega Aerodactyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could see that.
God, a Mega Kabutops.
I was going to say Mega Kabutops and Omastar, though.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking, that'd go hard.
I kind of really want that.
What about the Gen 2 fossils? Poor Gen 2.
Yeah.
That's because Gen 2's dex is already too good, dude.
Yeah, it's
some fucking Sunflora, Mega Sunflora.
I'd go.
Is that real?
It's
Mega Ariados?
That Ariados needs some love.
I'd go for a Mega Ariados.
Mega Leedian?
Ooh,
Mega Houndoom's already
Mega Houndoom's a thing, yeah.
Mega Honchkrow.
Oh, Mega Honchkrow.
Mega Mischievous.
Yeah, man.
We won't get that because we already got Flood.
Anything in the back half of the Gen 4 decks, Mega Electivire, Mega Magmortar, Mega Dusknoir, Mega Magnezone, like...
I can definitely see
Electivire and Magmortar.
Yeah.
Big time.
But it's just interesting because those are only like that already like powered up versions of their pre-evolutions. Like when you think about it. So I don't know how realistic that is, but
I mean, you could say that about every evolution.
That's true.
Charizard is a powered up version of Charmeleon. He's going to get 4 megas by the end of this game.
That's true. So other Gen 6, we said Aegislash, Pyroar. I think Hawlucha.
Oh, yeah. I can see it. Hawlucha gets a lot of love in the TCG. Yeah, I feel like every other set has a Hawlucha card in it.
Yeah, we got Radiant Hawlucha.
Yeah, we haven't had a fucking Meganium since 2018, but man, if Hawlucha's not in every set...
Well, he was on Ash's team.
That is true. He was in the anime, yeah.
I wrote Trevenant just because I really want that.
Yeah.
I think that would be dope. I don't think it's going to happen.
That would be cool.
But he's one of my favorite like Gen 6 Pokemon.
Oh, that could look real spooky too.
Yeah, exactly. Like the whole that'd be awesome. Yeah. I wrote Xerneas and Veltal because, of course,
they're obviously going to get
absolutely
megas.
Getting it. Before we hit Gen 5, I think Gen 7 might get some love.
Okay.
I think Gens 1 to 4 won't get much love because they already had it.
See, I've got a couple more that are sort of in the earlier gens.
Okay, you go earlier gens and then I'll talk about Gen 7.
So one that I'd really like to see would be Azumarill.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like that line doesn't get enough love, but man, Azumarill goes hard. Azumarill? I say Azumarill.
I say Azumarill.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with that.
Take your pick, I guess.
Oh, it's like it's the Arceus debate.
It's Arceus, but...
It's Arceus.
Arceus sounds funny.
I know, that's why it's not that. I think Azumarill would be cool. I think, like I said, the Gen 2 and 4 starters, I think are going to get some love.
Yeah.
Thank God. Mega Butterfree to balance out Mega Beedrill.
I don't think so, because it's already got a Gigantamax.
I don't care. I want to see Mega Butterfree.
I would love Mega Butterfree.
Be fucking spooky. Just make it Mothra. From like.
I mean, yeah, that would go so hard.
Unlikely, but Ceruledge and Amarok.
Nah.
I don't know. I could see it.
I could see it.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if I want to go that recent.
But
I could see Ceruledge, and if no other Gen 9 Pokemon get love, I could see them getting some love.
I think the fact is when X and Y came out, there were no X and Y started. Like, no X and Y Kalos Pokemon got a Mega Evolution. So that my thing is they won't touch Gen 9.
I don't know. It's... I don't know. I think maybe...
Mega... What's his name? The evolution of Lechonk.
Oh, no. Oh, dude.
Mega Oinkalon.
Mega Arbolive.
Oh, that would go hard.
That would go hard, actually.
Mega Pawmot.
Also, Italy is right near France.
That's true.
So, olives, French people, you know.
I mean, it was a Spanish thing, but...
Are olives not, like...
Well, they are, but, like...
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't care, dude. So, I don't see race. In Pokemon. Yeah. In the Pokemon world. That is loosely based on real-life regions of the world.
Loosely?
Hardly knowingly? Is that where you were going with that?
It wasn't. It really wasn't.
Great. That's really all I have to say outside of Gen 5. All the rest I have written down in Gen 5.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a Gen 1. Mega Lapras.
Lapras would be cool.
That's weird that hasn't happened.
That is weird. We've had Mega Snorlax.
Mega Lapras.
I could see a Mega Lapras and a Mega Dragonite, from Gen 1.
Mega Porygon.
There's already a Mega Gengar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
My thinking
Mega Porygon Z.
That would be
Porygon Z, dude.
A.
Mega Porygon
Holy
A.
fuck. True.
Okay,
I could see that happening.
Okay, but for real, that's gonna happen.
Dude.
And if it doesn't, that's a missed opportunity. That's the only Sinnoh Pokemon I didn't list before from the back half of the decks, pretty much.
Dude, I think you're onto something.
Because there's already a Mega Abomasnow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
easy.
cooking.
We are cooking, dude.
Mega Dugong?
So, Gen 5.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
I don't have many, but I've got a few hits, though.
Actually, I think I said I was going to do Gen 7.
Oh, yeah, you're going to do
quick.
Gen 7.
Real quick. I'm just going to list them off. Vikavolt, Lycanroc, Palossand, and Drampa.
Oh, I can certainly see Drampa.
Drampa, definitely.
I could certainly see Drampa.
People love Drampa.
But if Drampa happens, we're not getting Dragonite. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not going to do Drampa and Dragonite in the same game.
I think they'll prioritize Dragonite over Drampa.
I think they'll prioritize Drampa now that you've said it. I don't know. Drampa's more culturally relevant presently.
True.
Dragonite's not as relevant. I love Dragonite, but
I just think the fact that Pokemon love Gen 1.
They do, yeah. We're definitely getting a couple of Gen 1 Megas.
Yeah.
One of them being Charizard Z and the other being Charizard A. But
that's the only
and Mewtwo Z.
And Mewtwo Z, yeah.
But yeah, are you saying ZA or ZA?
What have I been saying?
I don't know. No, I'm asking because
I would say ZA.
I get in shit because I say Z as a letter of the alphabet because Z rhymes with V, and that's the rhyme scheme of the alphabet. Z makes more sense. But I know it's Z. I know.
Z.
Just before everyone fucking comes at me, I know it's Z.
Yeah.
But Z sounds much cool. Z sounds more mysterious.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
I like Z better.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Z's nuts.
Z's nuts, dude. Gen 5. Haxorus?
Yep.
Haxorus, I feel like, is a given. I wrote Bishop, and then I realized that we have King Gambit now, so I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
Although, that'd be pretty sick, though.
That would be awesome.
Chandelure?
Yeah, I wrote Chandelure. There's no way Chandelure's not getting it.
Chandelure better get a fucking French Mega Revolution.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
How does that not work?
Chandelure's in Lumio City.
Yeah.
Chandelure better get a fucking Mega, dude.
It sounds like the royalty or like the villain of that game will have a Mega Chandelure.
I could totally see that.
I could totally see that. Yeah. I agree. I wrote Hydreigon.
See, I was gonna write Hydreigon, then I wrote Haxorus instead, but Hydreigon makes complete sense
because then you could base that off what's the big monster with lots of heads?
The Hydra?
The Hydra.
Yeah.
Doesn't that have like 5 heads or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you cut one off, 2 grow in its place.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
With a Hydreigon. I got Crocodile.
Oh, I wrote down Crocodile as well.
Because I
fucking love that guy.
Yeah. Well, he's just he's popular in the anime. He's a popular Unova Pokemon. I could see
Crocodile was on my team for both playthroughs that I did of Black and White. Like,
basic bitch.
He's great. He's a great mon.
He's a cool Pokemon.
Great typing as well. Like, I like it.
It's got a lot of weaknesses.
I don't care. He's cool.
He is cool. He's a cool looking dude.
I play Pokemon for fun, dude. I don't play it to be a fucking virgin, okay? I play it for fun.
What are you implying?
Nothing, dude.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if this is true, but I think Reshiram and Zekrom.
Nah.
I don't know.
Nah.
I
mean, Reshiram and Zekrom are statues in the that palace.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I could be onto something.
I think Reshiram and Zekrom, like, if we're talking legendaries, obviously Xerneas and Yveltal are going to be in there. Mega Mewtwo Z is going to be in there.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I feel like Reshiram and Zekrom, again, because we're skipping Gen 5, people want to see the Gen 5 love.
I just don't know how Megas of those 2 Pokemon would work
It would just be Kyurem.
Yeah.
But also, I suppose we have had the forms of them in the past with Kyurem for both of them.
True.
For Black and White. Yeah, like, I don't know. But I'm just putting that out there. This is what this video is.
Yeah, exactly. It's just predictions.
We're just saying every single thing that could happen, and then we can clip this and go, we're going right.
We said it right.
So, Mega Pikachu.
Yeah.
Mega.
we just go through the whole...
We list the entire Mega Belly Bolt. Why was Belly Bolt my next thought?
Mega Yamper.
Mega Zeb Striker.
How did I not write that?
Mega Zeb Striker.
That's one of my favorite units for Pokemon.
Zeb Striker goes... Dude, okay. This one is certainly not going to happen. Like...
Mega Zeb Striker?
No. Mega Vanillux.
No, I could see that.
No. It's not going to happen.
I could see that because it's such a meme, and the fact that you made like a meme Pokemon with Lechonk.
That's right. It's Vanillite, Vanillish, Vanillux, right?
Yeah.
I had a Vanillux on my team for both of my playthroughs again. Yeah. I love him. I love him so much.
Just turns into like this big sundae.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. It'd be a sundae, yeah. Like a Mega Vanillux would go really hard.
Yeah.
Pokemon Company, if you're watching.
Please. And if you haven't put it in, I'd think about putting it in.
Please put it in.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going to be coming back.
Man, you've heard that before.
Wow, dude. I'm about ready to fucking leave now.
It's getting hot in here.
It is getting hot in here. But yeah, I don't know. I think we could sit here for the rest of the day and yell out predictions.
Yeah, we could.
The only other thing that I want to address first, but like before we wrap up, assuming you've got no more megas to discuss.
I was going to say Excadrill.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see Excadrill.
That's it.
But yeah, okay. I think, and this is sort of like what you said earlier.
Yeah.
I think that this is going to be a time travel game. I think you're going to be moving between the past and the future.
Is that just because you saw the futuristic?
Well, because it started with the plans for the original Lumio City. We've seen it in the present day. And then in the trailer, it went from the original sketches to the future version. So I don't know. That to me kind of... And with this idea of the paradox Pokemon... I don't know, with the future and past, I don't know, like, I feel like this is going to be a time travel game.
And yeah, it's called ZA.
To A,
so
yeah.
Like life, death, beginning,
exactly.
and stuff.
And I think it's going to go back to the war. I think AZ and his Floette are going to make an appearance.
Do you think he'll go back to the war?
I hope so. I hope so.
The thing is, they've just said it's set in Lumio City. And it seems like the past is just the plan, like the formation of it. So you have, that's your past, your present is present day Lumios, and then the future is whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It being set just in Lumios is throwing me. Like,
I can see it working.
Throwing me. I mean, I can too, but I think another reason I really want the future to be involved is because all of Arceus was set in the past.
You just want something else.
I don't know, like, I like the idea of a game series that shows you the origins of each region. I like that. But be pretty fucking sweet too. Okay, because look, we're going to get a Legends Johto game at some point, I'm sure. Yeah. That's going to be in the past.
Yeah, absolutely.
And maybe with time travel elements because Celebi, right?
Yeah.
Or a Legends Hoenn game but set in the future? That'd be fucking cool.
Hard. That would be
But see, hard. I feel like this one, because of the way the trailer was laid out, I could see it going between.
I think... For me, it's just set in the past. It did show like the futuristic stuff, but I think
most of the trailer was in the future, though.
But it was the majority of the
trailer.
But like, it's just showing up like what the city will look like. You know what I mean?
Why would they show that if we're not going to go there, though?
Yeah.
Why spend the entire trailer in the futuristic version just to be like, fuck you, you're not getting that?
Yeah.
I don't know. That feels a bit strange.
But it doesn't look like it's in. Like you say, it's futuristic, but it's like all technological things, but it looks like that could be just modern day Lumios.
No, see, it doesn't look like modern day Lumios, though.
Like you're only basing that off the 3DS version, which didn't have much.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
We're not here to shit on the 3DS graphics now.
But it's pretty basic.
It is very basic, yeah.
You don't see much. Like I could, if it was like, let's say there was a high def like game of X and Y, that's how I would imagine Lumio City to look in the present day.
Counter thought, it's set in the past, but you're wearing like fucking Google Lens like glasses or something.
That'd be awesome.
And it allows you to see into the future. Or like, I don't know, like you've got like a visor that allows you. Maybe that's what they're doing.
Yeah. The only other thing of why it's not in the future, because it just looks like blueprints. Like lots of blueprints and stuff for planning what a city would look like.
Yeah.
And the game...
That is true. It is like a gridded model. Like,
the game and the advertising it is really... It seems like it's centered on the fact that you're building Lumios.
See, I don't know. I think one of the reasons I think it should be set in both, or that I think I want it to be set in both, is because the idea of just being in one city for the entire game and it's an underdeveloped city, I don't know, like that doesn't sound very appealing to me.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, like, you know, people had doubts about Legends Arceus as well, and that came together really well.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it'll be okay. But I don't know, it worries me a bit that it's just in one city.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, personally, I would love for it to be in the past and the future. Just from what I've seen, I think it'll just be in the past, but I want it to be both.
Yeah.
I think the game will be Grand Theft Auto-esque. Like, you are in one city, but it's fucking huge. And we'll have, like, different biomes and stuff like that.
I suppose when you think about it, like, I just finished playing through the 3 Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
All 3 of those take place in the same map.
Yeah.
And
it can work.
It's all in New York. It's all in the Isle of Manhattan. So, like, it can work. You are right, actually. From that perspective, that's true.
It's doable. Or at the very least, like, there might be some areas outside Lumio City that you can go to.
See, yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued to learn more about the setting. I want to know more about that than I do the starters, the megas, anything like that. I want to know more about the setting and
how the game's gonna like play out.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if AZ and his Floette didn't show up.
I mean, they'll definitely show up.
I mean, it's literally called Z to A.
Yeah.
So like,
and like there's Zygarde showing up and all that stuff. There'll be a lot of X and Y references and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm keen to see more about this as it all is coming out, but. The game's not coming out until, is it 2025?
Yeah, start of next year.
See, we don't know if it's the start.
I think they said early 2025.
They didn't. They just said 2025.
See, my thing, and I'm going
to fact check myself real quick because I said that really confidently.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Whilst you're looking that up, this is very much based on what Arlo said in his video about predictions. But he said he's worried that this game wasn't pushed back just to make sure it's a really good game. He thinks it's pushed back so it will be released on the Switch too. So yeah, okay. It does specifically just say releasing in 2025.
Oh, like doesn't specify a time frame. Oh. Pokemon is traditionally an October, November kind of game, so we could be waiting a fucking while. But Legends Arceus did come out in January of 2023, so
I don't think they could wait like almost 2 years to do a mainline game.
I think it'll come out Q1 next year, for sure. But I don't think we're gonna get a Switch 2 that soon. I don't know.
I think Q1 next year.
No, I feel like they would have announced it already. Yeah. I feel like they would have announced it. Okay, or we're going to get an announcement mid-year, and it's like it's coming in February, and this is going to be a launch title.
Yeah,
that I could see happening.
Yeah,
but I think it'd be a Breath of the Wild situation where they release it on Wii U and Switch. I think this would be a Switch and Switch 2 release. Maybe that's what releasing simultaneously worldwide means.
I like that.
Maybe that's what that means.
Well, I think in the advertising they said releasing on Nintendo consoles. They say plural. I think I remember
on
they
the
said
ZA official website, Pokemon Legends ZA, a new adventure set within Lumio City, will launch on Nintendo Switch systems in 2025.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, you refer to the Switch as a Switch system, so like it's just for all Switch systems.
But I think like Switch Lite and stuff.
But I suppose there is the Switch Lite and the Switch OLED, and but Switch 2 potentially.
Yeah. I would love to do a Switch 2 predictions type video.
I would like to do more research and think about it first, but I agree.
But I think the next console will be another Switch, just a much better version of it.
Yeah, I think so too. In the same way that the Wii U was an upgrade from the Wii, or the 3DS was an upgrade from the DSi, or the DS Lite, like the DS line.
Yeah.
It's just the DS something, and this will be the Switch Pro, the Switch 2.
Something like that.
The Switch Due.
They call it French just for the Legends game.
Just for the Legends game? The Switch Due.
Well, that's what it'd be called in France. So.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool... I'd fucking buy this shit.
I like that.
I'm going to buy it anyway, let's be honest. But
yeah, I will.
I waited a couple months to get my Switch, so I'm going to be day one for Switch 2.
One.
Especially if this is a launch title.
We're going to have to pre-order the fuck out of it.
I'm not buying this on Switch. I'm buying this on Switch 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, this has been a really fun little video.
It has been really fun. Do you have any other like kind of predictions or anything for the game? Or
it's going to be good. I hope.
I think it's going to be good.
I hope that if it was pushed back for the Switch 2, I hope they are also using that time to make it look better than Legends Arceus did. Legends Arceus was a top tier game.
Yeah.
It was just held back a little bit graphically.
Yeah.
But I ignored that because the gameplay was so excellent.
And the art style was still really good.
The art style looked nice. It needed a more powerful system. Imagine Legends Arceus on the fucking PS5, right? Like
that would go so hard.
Holy shit. I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. That's what it would be.
That's what it needs to be.
That's what it would be.
Or Power World.
Oh, dude, yeah. It would be unreal. But no, that's really all I have to say.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something different, and if it's anything like Legends Arceus, that's a good thing.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what gameplay mechanics are going to be. If it's going to be focused on catching Pokemon or battling, or I know it's going to be on like building the city, but whatever that means, like do you use Pokemon to do it?
I really liked that Legends Arceus was a more like collecting focus.
Yeah.
I hope it's not a battle focus.
Yeah.
I don't. That's all the mainline games are.
Do you think it'd be like a resource focus, like
Minecraft?
Yeah, like I mean,
dude. I mean, that's sort of the vibe that Arceus gave off in some ways.
Like crafting, like leans.
Arceus was more like Monster Hunter, I suppose. But like, imagine if it was like like a Minecraft sort of like Stardew Valley style Pokemon game. Like,
I could see that. I could see it happening. I could see that. Like, you have to build.
I could see that as well.
You're like a manager, and you have to build up the city. Dude. You have to craft. You have to go to dungeons to. If we get
I'm so down on that.
We're cooking.
Dude, we're just wrapping up and this is like the thoughts we're having.
How did we not have this idea earlier?
Dude, okay.
A Pokemon, I could see it being like that.
Yeah.
If it's like that, then we called it.
If it's like that, leave a comment and let us know.
Yeah, please do. Oh, man. Now, that's got me excited.
Tight, yeah.
I love...
I'm going to go to bed relatively hate-free tonight.
As opposed to what?
Yeah.
Hateful all the time.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I get that.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching or listening wherever you are in the world.
And whatever you're watching it on.
Yeah.
Listening.
Your phone, your laptop, your TV, your 3DS, however you're enjoying
Nintendo
this.
Switch.
Switch doesn't have YouTube, buddy.
Yes, it does.
It does?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have Netflix. Never mind.
No.
Wow, what a way to end. Let us know if you liked this format.
Yeah.
This was really fun.
I had a lot of fun.
So yeah, let us know if you want to hear us theorize about more things in the future.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
will,
so down. We
but
will.
let us know if you'd like us to.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks so much. Make sure to follow our socials, subscribe on YouTube, do all of those social media things.
At Thirsty Pretzel Prod. Say it.
Say what?
No vows.
You figure it out.